Traveler here. I did a video talking about the big Eurotrip, part one. So this is part two. Uh, I finished off talking about Nice in south of France, the French Riviera. During that time, we did meet some American dudes who were awesome. Jake and Eric, Nice 2006. If you see this, I remember you too. Well, after Nice, we had some discussions about traveling to either Venice in Italy or heading to Croatia. We did actually go to Croatia, but we changed our minds and went to Venice, Italy, as far as I remember it anyway. And during that time, we arrived in Venice in the middle of the night. Um, and since none of the hostels were open at the time, so we had to sleep outside the train station. Um, well, first, my friends went and looked for a hostel while I was appointed guard duty of the bags. I just sat outside the train station playing on my Tetris. Um, it was kind of good, kind of warm, but then again, it's not always good to sleep outside the train station. But then again, we found a hostel later on, and we explored the town a little bit more. I must say though, Venice, I have to visit Venice again. I have visited Nice later on, but every town except Nice I want to visit again. So I'm just mentioning it right now. Um, well, after Nice, we went to Croatia. The first town were Split. Uh, One of my friends had a mother's friends lives over there apparently, and I don't know if he does it now though. Um, yeah, and she let us stay there. So, which was no, I'm getting ahead of myself. She lived in Makarska, which we visited later on. We spent a couple of days in Split, just walked around. But then again, during this part of the trip, I was getting tired, worn out. So during this time, I stayed back and just trying to get some more sleep, while my friends just walked around exploring the town. Um, which right now I kind of feel, well, I should have explored Split as well. Um, yeah. Um, well, during this time though, we got split up. Me, me and one of my friends stayed at one place, and the two other ones stayed at another place because they were kind of a mix-up in the room arrangement. Uh, the first night, me and my friend stayed with the Australian couple. I'll always meet an Australian everywhere. Um, yeah, I must say though, the chick were kind of hot. Yeah, um, yeah, but when they checked out, my friends checked in to our room, so we got the room to ourselves then. Um, but like I said, I don't think I saw much of the town. I think I have to visit it again. Um, and then we headed to Makarska, and like I said, um, my friend's mother's friend. She let us stay there a couple of days. I think we spent a total of a week in whole of Croatia. Uh, spent some nights catching up on the World Cup in football, and Makarska was freaking hot, hot as hell. The warm just fuck. Yeah, it was hard getting some sleep. We just sweated all the time. Even if you took a shower, within 5-10 minutes you were sweaty again. Um, and this time I explored a little bit, but and I went to the beach and everything. And this part of the trip though, I got some salt stuck in my ear, which made it clog up, and that totally just knocked me out. It even went that far that we had to visit a hospital, um, which we actually did. We sat in the waiting room and talking shit in Swedish. Then we noticed a doctor just glancing at us, and eventually he came up and asked us if we were Swedish, which we are, and apparently the doctor have spent some time in Sweden, so he recognized the language, which when I think about it is kind of embarrassing, considering what we said. um, yeah, they looked into my ear and prescribed me some medicine, but they actually made it better when they looked into my ear, because they had to press through the salt. Um, so that was fine. Then we headed to Bulgaria, he- heading via Zagreb to Sofia and Sunny Beach. Well, no, via Zagreb through Serbia to Bulgaria. But since I only have a couple of minutes left, and this part of the story is kind of long, so I think I have to save it for another time. I hope you liked the video. I hope you find it interesting. I hope you subscribe and look at my other videos. And peace, bros.